Hi everyone, welcome to your fourth Java tutorial. We're going to be going a little bit more in depth on variables and the different types of data that can be stored within them. So let's get started. Here you're going to see 6 different types of data that can be stored within variables. We're going to go from byte to double, and I'm going to show you 10 examples that show the different types of data that can be stored. So byte, for instance, can hold a value between -128 and 127. This is useful when you want to save memory, makes your program run faster, efficient, more user-friendly for the end user, just to be able to run faster. This is the case for all of the different data types as well, or this holds true for all of the different data types. If you use this appropriately or correctly, you're able to save a lot of memory and just make it more efficient for your end user. So we have byte, short, integer, long, float, and double listed here. On the next slide, these ones cover more characters or letters. So scientific numbers, this would use an E in your number. Boolean, this would hold a value of true or false. Character would hold a single character and must be surrounded by single quotes. And a string would be a word. So, for instance, hello people. So what am I going to show you? I'm going to show you one large example with all of the 10 different data types within it. So let's start off with byte. Byte here you can see I have 126 listed as the value that's assigned to this mynum1. What happens when I make this 125? Then you're going to see this 126 change to 125. And 125 prints out here. Now what happens when I make it a number that's outside of the range? So let's go 129. Well, first it's going to give you an error. After this error and you try to compile it, well, it won't let you. It's going to give you a compilation problem. It's going to tell you that it cannot convert an int to a byte because this technically would fall into the range of an integer. Therefore, we're going to change this back and make this 126 again, just to fall within the range. Moving on to short, you're going to see the values that can be held within it here. I'm going to just increase this value by 1 just to show you that it would change on the list that we had looked at earlier. So you're going to see 5,104 print out here. Integer, same type of situation. You're going to see the values printed out here, and I will post this example on my blog after this video is posted. So when I change this to 6 at the end, then you're going to see this value print out with a 6 at the end down here. And there you go. Now long. Long is a very long number. This can be within these two values or these two numbers posted here. One thing that I want to point out to you is that long number should end with a capital L. This capital L doesn't print out, but just indicates that this number has ended. So let's change this to 5. And this number should end with 5 after. And there it does. So float, I just want to change this to 6.788. Now a float can hold a value with 6 to 7 decimal digits. System.out.println mynum5 is what I've listed here. And then it should change that 6.777 that was listed to 6.788. And there you go. Double. Double would be able to hold 15 decimal digits within it. I'm going to change this to 3. And like long and float, they have letters that end the numbers, this is the same situation, so this would end with a lowercase d. And you're going to see that this number changed to 23.99. Now I'm going to lower this by 1, showing you that these 5 zeros would go to 4 zeros down here when you change it, and you essentially raise it to the power of 10 4 times instead of 5 times. And there you have 4 zeros down here. One reason why I've included this next example is because it shows you down here that 6 is the breaking point. So at 6 zeros, it starts to incorporate an E instead of all the zeros that would be incorporated within the number. If I change this to 5, however, then you're going to see that 1.2E7 change and have 5 zeros within the number. And there you go. Now you see 5 zeros. Alright, now Boolean. So we're going to change this from this is awful to is Java fun. We're going to make this value true. We're going to change this to is fish tasty. Make this value false. And then we're going to want to print out these variable names. So is Java fun and is fish tasty. What this will do is change these values from false truths to true false. Compilation problem cannot be resolved. Is fish tasty? Oh, that's just because this is missing an H. And you're going to see that it changed to true false. Now what about this? So if I change a character my grade variable to an A, it will change this value from B to A. And then if I change these from 65, 66, and 67 to 68, 69, and 70, you're going to see that this changes from a capital A, B, C to a capital D, E, F. And that's exactly what happened. We changed it from B to A, and then D, E, F. Now, why is this? It's because character can hold exactly one character, and when you put a value in there, like a 2-digit number, it would reference this on the ASCII chart, and it would make this the letter associated with that number. So, for instance, 68, 69, and 70 on the ASCII chart would be capital A, capital B, and capital C. And lastly, string values. So strings are words, for instance. So we made this string variable name greeting, and we made it hello people. I'm just going to change this to hello friends. And you're going to see this value from hello people change from hello people to hello friends down here. Perfect. Hello friends. Alright, so in this video we covered the 10 different data types and examples for each. I hope this helped explain to you the different data types and what they can be used for and what their advantages are. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the next video.